It's the moment you've all been waiting for and the moment I've been dreading. What kind of bugs do we have in Tennessee? This video goes out to my friend Dwayne Newberry. You've been called out, look him up. He is a fabulous real estate agent in California, and he told me the reason he will never move to Tennessee is because of the bugs. Dwayne, let's talk about it. His wife, she's open to it, but he's too afraid of the bugs. So anyways, let's get started. Okay, so I'm only talking about some of the ones that are most common. I know that, there's a million bugs we don't even know about. And so I'm just gonna talk about the main ones that we see and the ones that are the most annoying to me and or have left a special impression in my life. So first of all, one of the most common bugs in Tennessee is the box elder bug. This is a totally harmless bug. I don't even think anything of this bug. It doesn't gross me out. I'm just like, there it is. Sometimes, there it is. Sometimes these have freaked me out a little bit though, because one time I was at a showing and I opened the door, like the sun was on this one side of the house where the door was to enter. I opened the door and it was like an infestation. They were everywhere. And that was a little bit disgusting. But for the most part, they don't really bother me. I learned from doing my research for this video that they actually leave stains on like clothing and curtains and stuff like that through their excrement. So I didn't know that. They're not harmful. They do not bite. The research I did also said that they stink. I haven't ever noticed that. But yeah, so that's the box elder, harmless. Okay, so I don't think of these as like a major threat. These do come inside in the winter to hibernate, but they come in through like cracks and windows and stuff like that. So that to me is like, one that you see. The next bug we're gonna talk about is literally, to me, the most disgusting. Something about this bug, I don't know what it is. It makes me, every time I see it, disgusting. It's the earwig. Okay, and I think that's how you say it. I didn't even know that's how you said it. But listen to why it's called that. Okay, this is what my research told me. The earwig got its name from the superstition that they supposedly purposefully crawled into the ears of sleeping people and bore into their brains. Yeah. Disgusting. They don't actually do that, according to this article that I read, but no, disgusting. Can't stand them. They're literally nasty. And they like moist places, which would explain why I used to see them in our old shower. God. They are so gross. They do not bite or spread diseases, but apparently they can pinch. But they can't really break the skin, although it said the pinch could hurt, which you would think that if they're pinching and they're hurting, they're breaking the skin, but supposedly they don't. So that's the earwig. They are literally disgusting. This next bug is my favorite. It's the ladybug. And actually, as I stand here writing this, there is a ladybug that's crawling on my light, and I love them. Fun fact, when I was a little kid, I don't know if it was an accident, okay? I don't remember this, but my father loves to tell this story. I was crawling in my belly and I put a bug in my mouth, and ever since then, they called me Bug. My mom says that she calls me Bug because I crawled like a bug, like on my belly, and I was like a bug. But that being said, a ladybug has always had a special place in my heart because I feel like I'm a ladybug, And ladybugs are harmless. And I also found out through my research that they eat harmful insects, up to 5,000 of them in their lives. They're basically heroes. Shout out to the ladybugs. You will see ladybugs like in the spring on the entire side of a house, and that doesn't bother me. Some people think it's literally disgusting. It's happened at my mom's house. It's happened at my house here in Seymour. Mom's in Cedar Bluff. I'm in Seymour. So yeah, ladybugs. Shout out to the ladybugs. I love them. The next bug, I'm gonna give you a hot take here, and everyone's gonna disagree with this hot take. I don't think that these bugs exist in West Knoxville, and what I'm talking about is a stink bug. And here is my theory. I grew up here. I'm from Knoxville. I went away. I went to Memphis. I went to Atlanta. I went to Liberia. I went to Ethiopia. And I came back. And I moved to Seymour in 2017, 18-ish. I don't know. And I never, ever heard of a stink bug until I came to this house. So I don't know if it's Seymour or my house built in 1899, one of the two, but I had never even heard of stink bugs. And now they're literally all I can see. I'm not even kidding you. Very recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, I got a pair of boots down because I wear boots like only during the winter time, and it was time to get these boots down. And I had like left a sock in there, judge me for whatever reason, it's fine. I left a sock in there, okay? I pulled out the sock and there was a stink bug in there, just out of nowhere, stink bug, disgusting. And these actually, like, they don't necessarily scare me, although they're a little weird the way they fly. They do literally stink though. And it's like a smell. I didn't actually even know what that smell was until my husband was like, that's a stink bug. And then I realized, oh, that bug is making that smell. So again, hot take, I don't think these exist in West Knoxville. That's obviously not true. There obviously are there, but I'm telling you, I never even realized they were here in Tennessee until I came to Seymour. So I'm not cracking on Seymour. I'm just saying, I don't think it's a coincidence. Stink bugs, they're not harmful. They don't bite people. They're not dangerous. And yeah, they just stink. Like their name says, they're pungent smell, as this one source says. Okay, next up, I don't even know why this was added onto the website for bugs in Tennessee, because these bugs literally exist everywhere, is a millipede. Just like ants, just like flies, everyone has ants, everyone has millipedes, everyone has centipedes, everyone has those. So earthworms, all the things. So I don't even think that's worth mentioning, but just wanted to say they do exist. Like we have worms, millipedes, centipedes, earthworms, all the things. Okay, now, this is the one that has caused me the most problems. And this is a mosquito. Yes, we do have mosquitoes here. They like humid climates, and so therefore we have mosquitoes. I did, however, find out that there are over 200 species of mosquitoes, and we have three that are most common here in East Tennessee are the house mosquito, the Asian tiger mosquito, and the yellow fever mosquito. And the yellow fever and Asian tiger mosquito, they have like spots. I think probably that Asian tiger one is the one that I see the most. There's one that's called Southern House, and it's like, based on this picture from my research, it's a super light brown. I don't think I've ever seen that mosquito, but you know what? Now that I say that, if I had seen the mosquitoes, I probably wouldn't have been bitten so much. And I will say this. I know that I'm talking about East Tennessee right now. If you go to Memphis and you go to Mud Island and you get on the river, and you are prone to getting mosquito bites, brace yourself. You need to wear pants. One time my first year teaching, I taught in Memphis. I was actually born in Memphis. That's also not a part of this entire video, but my first year teaching, I taught in Memphis. And I lived downtown, and my boyfriend and I at the time, we went across the river, or we went over to like where the little Mud Island place is, okay? And I was wearing a skirt. My legs were like blown up, but I've always had horrible reactions. One time I got sent home from school from a mosquito bite reaction because my legs swelled up so bad, and it was literally just from a mosquito bite. They thought I was like, had been bitten by like a spider or something. I got home, my mom was like, that's just a mosquito bite. But they were like, she has to go home. She needs to go to the hospital. And it was just a mosquito bite reaction. So I don't do well with mosquitoes. Can't stand them. They're literally a menace to society. They do carry diseases, so you do want to take precautions. But the main thing I just want to tell you is you can either have your yard sprayed for mosquitoes, which some people are anti that, which I totally understand. You can do like the whole mosquito fogger thing. You can light your citronella candles, although citronella candles don't work for me. So, you know, there's that. But I will say the number one thing, if you come here, is just don't have standing water. Don't do it. Whether it's a bucket, whether it's a little pond, standing water, that's where they breed, and they make all their mosquito magic, and they will come after you. And my husband's like complaining about them, but actually I don't think I've ever seen him be bitten by a mosquito. But I do want to say mosquitoes are real here. I also do want to say that I have traveled where like malaria is a problem, mosquitoes are a problem. And actually didn't have issues with mosquitoes there. I have the most issues with mosquitoes when I'm in the South. Okay, and I also want to talk to you. Something else we have in East Tennessee are ticks. Now ticks, to me, I think of them as like a summer bug. This is a bug that is going to, basically, how I learned about ticks is like when I was a kid, it was like under trees, you had to check your head for ticks. But according to my research, they don't actually get onto you from falling from a tree. They like get on you from like brushing the tree or the branch or the shrub or whatever. Also, they get on your dogs. Recently, like 2 weeks ago, as I'm making this video, it is winter, straight up winter here in Tennessee. It is December 27th, 2022, as I'm making this video. Last week, it wasn't even 2 weeks ago, last week, my dog Festus, I'm not sure if he's been on the video yet, but I was like looking at the bed, I had just washed the sheets, and he brought in like leaves and nonsense into the bed. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just washed this, whatever. I pulled the covers back, and what is in the bed? There was a freaking tick in the bed. It was disgusting. I called Shay, I was like, what is this? And he's like, that's a tick. So even though you might think they're just for the summertime, the ticks here are alive and well. And supposedly that's like one species of something that we carry up. So this one article I read said there are 15 species of ticks that occur in Tennessee, but only a few of them are likely to be encountered by people. American dog tick, Lone Star tick, black-legged deer tick, brown dog tick, and winter tick. Apparently we had a winter tick, but apparently those don't even react to people. So anyways, the other thing about them is that ticks can be active on winter days when the ground temperatures are about 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which would explain why last week there was a tick in my own bed. Disgusting. Literally nasty. Shay.
Yes.
What do you think are common bugs in East Tennessee?
Stink bugs.
Okay.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Ladybugs.
Yeah.
Like little beetles and like ladybug looking little bugs.
Yeah.
Flies.
Ugh. I didn't think about flies.
Ticks.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are.
They don't even bite you though.
You don't even know me.
Okay, anything else you can think
That
of?
might bite me as bad, but.
That's common.
Am I forgetting something?
Well, I'm asking you because
Some spiders. But I mean, that's common everywhere.
Yeah, spiders.
But yeah, probably. I don't like ticks and I don't like mosquitoes, and we got them. That's the ones I don't like. I don't mind the spiders so much, or like,
I can't even think of a common spider though.
Common.
Well, what
spider?
about those giant ones, the big ones? What are they? The riders or whatever?
Spiders or whatever. I don't know what they are.
Okay,
There's
I'll
a
have
big-
to research
yeah.
on that. Thank you for your input. Okay, so that was from Shay. The bugs he left off, and clearly I forgot to talk about spiders, which I did some research after I talked with him, and essentially every spider we have is pretty much all over the place. Like we have black widows. Apparently those are all over the United States. The only one that I saw that was a little bit special was the brown recluse, which is in southern states. It is super poisonous. They are rare and they are dangerous. So just take note of that. Maybe do your research just in case. And then also we do have granddaddy longlegs, which apparently, according to my research, they're actually called daddy longlegs, but I've always called them granddaddy longlegs. And the first time I became afraid of them was when I went to Camp Tennessee, which is our Girl Scout camp here. And these granddaddy longlegs were all over the place. And I remember being like, the rumor is like they're super poisonous, but their mouths are too small that they can't bite you. I don't actually know that that's true, but I still don't like them. I still do not like them. So anyways, from ticks to granddaddy longlegs to mosquitoes to ladybugs. Ladybugs really the only one that's acceptable in my mind. Those are some of the bugs in East Tennessee. Dwayne, there you have it. And if you don't like bugs, then maybe East Tennessee is not the place for you. Although I don't even think they're actually that bad. I mean, but I grew up here, so I guess I'm used to it. We do have like the 7-year cicada situation, which happened recently, and that's pretty disgusting because they jump around and they're loud and they're kind of a nuisance, but that's not every year. So anyways, those are a little bit about bugs in East Tennessee and the Knoxville area. If you have questions, obviously let me know. And in the comments, please tell me, which bug do you hate the most and which bug do you love, if any? And I will see you on the next video.